Hello. You are tuning into the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, and it's a very serious topic. I'm talking to you guys. Object of change. Look. Guys, I was in the Twitter space. A couple of people that even some of you might know, because I started this on Twitter. I started on Twitter. That's where I got the nitro and everything else going. But we were talking about the all pros for Lamar Jackson. We were talking about how important Lamar Jackson is historically. We were talking about how smart the Ravens were drafting him. We were talking about where he will be all time if he wins a Super Bowl. And I want to make sure, because, that I hit this nail on the head. Because I believe it's being danced around. And I touched on it in just a Twitter space that just came off of. Shout out to everyone that was in there. But I came up with this topic in my head, so I'm going to talk about it. It's called Object of Change. And the reason why I said that is because what we are witnessing is history. A lot of people never realized, and I want to make this point clear, never realized just how good and profound Lamar Jackson was going to be. Not because they didn't watch enough tape. Not because they never watched him play. Not because there was a true inability to see him as something more. No, it was fear. I'm talking to somebody this episode. It was fear. Do you know what fear can make you do? Do you even know, no, we're going to have a real episode right now. Do you know what fear is? Fear can drive so many different things out of a person to see the real side of a person. It almost shows character. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that, right? Watch this. I'm going to read this to you. Fear as a noun, right, is an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous. I'm talking to somebody on this. I'm talking. Likely to cause pain or a threat. Do you need me to reread that for you? It says, as a noun, fear, the definition, Oxford Languages, an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief or perception that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain or be a threat. And that's why you see so much discourse that is accumulated itself around and on top of Lamar Demetrius Jackson. Look, change is something that happens quickly. Happens very quickly. But people are scared of change because people become enamored and comfortable with the status quo. I'm talking to somebody. Oh, the jokes is on pause this one. Yeah, we really talking with this one. You know what I'm trying to say? We talking with this one. You're looking at people that were comfortable with narratives. They were comfortable with the way things have always been. There's been a Michael Vick, Randall Cunningham, Steve Young. It's all been there. But as change happens, there's certain things that happen before change that allows change to become prevalent and to do its job. That was then. Lamar Jackson is now. Jaden Daniels, who's having one of the greatest rookie seasons we ever seen, was only drafted as high as he was because of a Lamar Jackson. His comp coming into the league was Lamar Jackson. I'm talking to somebody on this. You see, the NFL, like all sports, because of computers, have become analytical based. So that's the reason why the NBA has gone away from the game that most of us love and now just a three-point shooting contest. Because they've come out with the numbers and said, look, analytically speaking, if you even miss a lot of threes, it's better than making a whole bunch of twos because of the extra point. It's 33% more. You know what I'm saying? 33.3% more. And the same thing has happened to football. They looked at football. Let me tell you something right now. Football, a lot of times, offensively, was 10 on 11. You get where I'm coming from? So why it was always 10 of 11, for people that don't understand, the quarterback was just dishing. You understand where I'm coming from? It was his job to get the ball to playmaker so they can make plays, move down the field. The defense always know that they had a +1 on defense. Hence why you could play cover one and keep someone high, you know what I'm saying, and everybody else is covered on the field. You understand where I'm coming from? Because the quarterback was never part of the game during that era, during that time period. Especially when the NFL became enamored with the forward pass. I'm talking to somebody on this. You understand where I'm coming from? But what every defensive coach has said from the 80s till now was they hated dealing with true dual threat quarterbacks. Because you know what it forced? You know what it caused? 11 on 11 football. That's what it caused. That's what it did. So because of that, the defense lost their plus. They lost their advantage. This is when I'm talking about change. Because of those little alterings, we are getting to where we are now. And to make matters even worse, I'm going to bring this full circle. The NFL shot themselves in the foot because they made rules to protect those statuesque players in the pocket. The quarterbacks. But what has happened now is those same rules are now being used. Those same protections with quarterbacks that can run faster than your cornerbacks. That's a bar. That's Lamar. That's Lamar. Once Lamar Jackson wins his Super Bowl, I will repeat this until the day I am gone. He has successfully become the Michael Jordan of the NFL because that's the exact stuff that happened in the NBA. The exact things. When Michael Jordan first started out in the NBA, they said he wasn't smart like Bird. He couldn't pass like magic. He couldn't make people around him better. That's what was said. But see, Jordan represented change. A lot of things happened before Jordan. The Dominique Wilkins, the Dr. J's. I'm talking to somebody on this. And all of them had to be themselves for you to get a Michael. And what happened was the league saw it, feared it. They didn't embrace, the media didn't embrace him. They hated him. They championed when Isaiah Thomas iced him out in his first All-Star game. They laughed and taunted when he was slammed on the ground. But what happened to one of the greatest scorers to ever live and one of the greatest leapers to ever live finally got that title. All of it got put to rest. And what that person did, Michael, he never forgot. He used it as fuel. You ever watched Waterboy tackling fuel? That's what he used it as. He remembered. He would tell people, check people. Don't you remember what you said? This your favorite team? Oh, they getting 50. But you gonna argue with me? They getting 60. That's Lamar. You see, I've taken a lot of flack for being pro Lamar. But see, a lot of times in life, you have to be able to see things. You have to have the ability to look beyond your nose to realize change. That's business 101. And I had a front row seat because I'm in Florida. It just so happens that Lamar Jackson, as good as a football player he is, he's an even greater person off the field. Shout outs to him. And shout outs to his mother for instilling those things in him. Change. See, change can induce fear, but change can be a beautiful thing. A change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. And it is here. Make no mistake about it. None. Oh! But what do you guys think? Do you think Lamar Jackson is a object of change? Do you think that if he wins a Super Bowl, he'll be on a trajectory and a projection of a Michael Jordan-esque career? Let me know what you think down in the comments, because this is thought-provoking. This is one of those episodes that is thought-provoking, and I want it to be such. And I don't care if the comments are long. Type it out. I want to know what you're thinking. But as always, this is episode of The Wunderkind Show! Thank you for watching. I know we get down, we have fun, and we laugh, but everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, guys, if you have not done so, and you want to help out the channel, support this channel, go back to that episode a couple times before and click that link. Click that link, sign up. You can get your education and everything one shot, but it helps out this channel when you do so, okay? So if you want to get your education going and on top help out this channel, go click that link, please, all right? And also, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell for this channel. We're growing every day, and we're going to keep moving forward because a change going to come. You darn right. You heard right. But that's episode of The Wunderkind Show. This your host signing off, and as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yeah.
Finish him, Daddy.
I was born by the river.